We at Futtrading.co.uk giving away an Xbox Series S in time for Christmas as a way to say thank you for all the insane support you guys have given us on the site in the last 9 months since we launched. It's been an awesome journey, it's been hard work, it's been tears, there's been happiness. But yeah, you guys have been unreal. So we wanted a way to say thank you, and so we decided to get an Xbox Series S and give it away completely free to one lucky site subscriber. So if you've ever debated joining the website, now is the time to do it. Especially now, because we just launched our Xbox and PS4 fluctuation tracker. What this does is automatically track the price at the low end and high end for certain cards and tells you when to buy in when they're at the lowest and sell when they're at the highest. It went live yesterday. We've got people that are already making 20 to 30,000 coins per card on certain cards on the market. It's updated regularly. It's an unbelievably insane tool. It's taken a lot of work to get to where it is now. But yeah, it's a brand new feature launched. So make sure you check out Futtrading.co.uk for your chance to win an Xbox Series S for Christmas. But for now, let's get into the video. Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a new video with me, Fuzzball40. As always, if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe down below. Make sure you turn notifications so you never miss an upload. But this video is, I've been grinding out content like mad. You guys that watch my videos know that I've been quite unwell recently, and so for me it's important that while I'm feeling good, I'm getting content out for you guys. You guys allow me to continue to do this job full time. And we started thinking about the videos that we're doing. So we did, the morning's always the League SBC method. You guys love it. The people that do watch the League SBC method videos tend to watch all of them. So that's brilliant and I love that. The afternoon videos or evening video tends to be a trading video to help you guys make coins. And then we thought, why not slip something into the midnight slot? For those of you that are chilling out and laying in bed and wanting something to watch before you go to bed maybe, or for those of you guys who are in a different time zone, something sort of fresh content for you guys to look at. So last night we did the upgrade pack comparison. And in this slot, I'm just going to do bits and bobs. I don't know what exactly I'm going to stick in here consistently, but there's going to be a video at this point, hopefully most days. And today's video is more of a talking video, and it's talking about this freeze promo. Now, I've seen a lot of criticism online about this freeze promo, comparing it to FUTMAS from last year and FUTMAS from years before. And I feel like I might be in the minority here. I've actually really enjoyed this promo. I think it's been very, very good for me, in my opinion, it's been one of the best promos EA have done in years. And the reason I say that is, I'm not going to compare it to FUTMAS last year, but a lot of the criticism EA have got this year is the 1-player SBC versus the 3-player SBCs last year. But a lot of the player SBCs last year were bang average at best. They weren't that great in SBC. And people talking about objective cards as well, and we'll go over that in a bit more detail in a minute. But I've liked this promo because it feels like for the first time in a long time, EA have given people that grind the game a viable alternative to spending money on FIFA points. So the first thing we've got to talk about with this is the one thing that's made this promo very, very special, and that is icon swaps. If we go to, is it Milestones? I can't remember which one it is. I think it's icon swaps here. Icon swaps came out, and I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't think much of icon swaps last year because it replaced icon SBCs. The icon SBCs this year have been bad. Don't get me wrong, they've been terrible this year. Then bringing them back was pointless the way they've done them. But icon swaps in this year for this freeze promo were utterly, utterly brilliant. I chose to do the 2 tokens for 2 125k packs, and I think it was the 5 tokens, or was it 6 tokens, I can't remember, for the 25 83 rated plus pack. And the reason why I love that so much was, what EA did there was they turned around to us and said, if you want to go and grind the game, here is some fodder. You can go and get some fodder relatively cheaply for just playing the game, and that will allow you to do SBCs for players that we bring out over the course of this promo. And so, to me, that's a massive dub. Because that's EA rewarding people that want to grind the game. And that's something people have been asking for. Now, I see likes in the Penthers and people like that on Twitter. And they say, oh, we want grindable elements of the game or differences and stuff like that. But then they still complain. And I'm like, well, you've been given a grindable element there in that icon swap stuff. It's very, very good. I did it right in my pack. I've seen people pack some incredible stuff from those packs. And so I was a big fan of it. I was a huge fan of it. And I thought icon swaps, that was what icon swaps were supposed to be for. But in my opinion, that's what it should maintain and be over the course of next sort of 2-3 months while it's out. I do want to talk about the player SBCs because again, they've been criticised a lot, and I wholeheartedly disagree with the SBCs in terms of the fact that people are saying they haven't been great. This Jesus Navas got a massive amount of criticism because he is a high medium centre back who's 5'8", but nobody is playing this card at centre back. No one's going to stick a 5'8" centre back at the back. What people are going to do with this card is start him at centre back and swap him out for someone else that maybe plays in midfield. As an example, the perfect player to do that with, if he's still got his card here, I don't think you can see it anymore. I did him anyway, so it didn't make a difference to me, was Marquinhos. I did Marquinhos, an absolutely brilliant SBC. Really, really brilliant SBC. Not too expensive. And yeah, for me, that was probably the best one I've had out of all of them. You can swap people. The Marquinhos can go into centre-back. Navas goes into midfield, and it's not a problem. Adama Traore, I didn't like this card at first. EA saw they made an issue with it, changed his work rates to high, changed his foot to left foot. They listened to the feedback. I don't know if it was meant to be done that way, but again, this actually becomes quite an overpowered left-back for not too much money. LALA, a bit meh. I don't really get this one. It's very similar to Alessandrini's card he just got, who was cheaper. I don't really get, also I think same price, but Alessandrini's a bit better. I don't really get LALA. GNABRY I thought was very, very good. They gave his pace back to him. Good shooting, good passing, great dribbling. A really usable card. You can use that card for a few months without a doubt. It's not a bad card at all. Haaland came out. We won't talk about that too much because it's irrelevant. But the player SBCs, in my opinion, have been very, very solid. And I would much rather one good player SBC a day than 3 bang average ones. Now, don't get me wrong. Last year we had some great ones like that Ferland Mendy card. Sanchez was quite good. But a lot of the FUTMAS cards last year were just cards with small little boosts. And it was like Rashford, for example. And they were hyped up. They were expensive. But they weren't that great a boost. This to me shows a bit more thought process. Let's give players different positionings. Like the grindable thing of that. The Balassi card that was free to grind. And then you go and see this Kevin Volland card. Now, Volland hasn't got a usable card on the game this year. And they've gone and given you a very usable centre-back. A very, very usable centre-back just for playing the game in Volland. 82 pace, 79 dribbling, 84 defence, 87 physical, 81 passing. Like, it's a really good card just to grind the game out and just for playing it. He also strong links that Golovin card, which is quite cheap. So anyone that's looking to build a relatively meta squad cheaply, EA have given you the ammo to go and do that. Because you can buy that Golovin card for 25k. He's a very, very good right back. Link him to your free Volland. And then literally stick a goalkeeper and goal links to both of them and Bob's your uncle. Like, it's, to me, that's great. And they've done that. They did it with Ricardo Rodriguez came out. They bought a cheap, relatively meta CDM from the Serie A. And then did Saudi, which wasn't that expensive a card. A perfect link into, well, strong link into each of those. And to me, it makes people that haven't got the coins or don't want to spend loads of money on their team, it allows them to have a remotely competitive team. And so I don't really see the criticism about the player SBCs. And you guys that watch my videos know I do criticise EA when I need to criticise EA. And there's a lot you can criticise about them. But am I going to criticise this promo? No, because I don't really see a problem with it. I think it's been very, very good. I maintain that. I think it's been solid. The cards that are in the promo themselves as well. Bernardo Silva, a 500k cam. They gave us a Premier League pacey cam who fits the meta perfectly. A couple of the cards like Sane was a bit like meh. Like there's nothing special about him, but you've got to have a couple of cheaper ones in there. Golovin I really rated highly. Golovin was filling a gap in the La Liga, a right back that's pacey, relatively meta. Again, another card that doesn't really have loads of other special cards. It's making a card that isn't that great, usable in a different position, and that to me is what we want to see in this game. A Golovin centre mid card's not exactly a card that anyone's ever going to run, but give him a decent right back, suddenly everyone runs him, it's a good card. There's a lot of criticism has come, and this is one thing I still have an issue with to a degree, in the daily pack SBCs. We've got daily pack SBCs, which are great. I don't like the untradeable element to them. I don't see why we've been pushed and forced towards this untradeable style of rewards in League SBCs and stuff like that. It kind of stinks to me. Now, I don't mind it for League SBCs too much because, for me, I found a way to grind it this year that it doesn't matter. I'm using League SBCs to do all the player SBCs I could possibly want, so I don't really mind too much. But the daily SBCs, I think it's a little iffy from EA to make them untradeable, because part of the whole point of the daily SBC is if you get lucky by hitting something, then brilliant. The untradeable element, gonna be honest, can be blunt, it's a bit scummy. I don't like it at all. The but to that is these daily pack SBCs have been extremely, extremely cheap. 3k, 4k, 5k, 6k for relatively good packs. Like, I mean, this isn't the best pack ever, but I think we had a rare election, we've had a mega pack, we've had some very good packs. Very, very cheap. And so I don't mind them at all. I think I'm okay with that. In my mentality, I don't think that's terrible. I'd like them to be tradable. I'm not going to lie to you, I'd like them to be tradable, but I think they're fine. I've got no qualms with the way that they've been done, especially because they're so cheap. I don't think you can complain. And then you've got these upgrade packs, and this is something else that I rate EA do during promos. When they bring out stuff like this. Now, you guys know that I grind League SBC method. I have a choice then. Rather than just putting my unusable golds or like non-League SBC golds into a 2 rare gold, I can go for an 80 plus player pick. In my opinion, the 81 pluses are the best ones to go for. The 81s to 87s aren't worth your time in my opinion, but it gives you more to do. It means I can go, actually, do you know what? Let me grind my League SBC method, and if I get 2 or 3 81 plus packs and I pack something great, then fantastic. And I like it. I really, really like it. The reason why I think EA did this is because FUTMAS changed this year and they brought out a promo team in the same way they don't normally do with FUTMAS. And so I think there would have been massive uproar if they'd have done that and not given back in the sense that they have. But what they did do this year was go, okay, cool, we're a business, we want to make money. So here's a pack promo team that's going to make people open packs with FIFA points, because that is the choice, how to spend their money. But on the side of that, here is also grindable content that you can grind out left, right and centre. And so I've got no qualms. I think it's been a very good promo. I think EA are always sometimes caught between a rock and a hard place, because if they have a sensational promo one year, if it's not repeating the same way next year, then people complain about it. And I just think, out of all the promos we've had, and all the bad promos we've had since FIFA 19, FIFA 20 was full of duds. This has been a very good promo. It's been a very solid promo. Been a lot you can do on it, a lot you can grind on it, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and it is good. I will talk about the icons though. Icon SBCs came back this year. EA promised the Icon SBCs were coming back, and these have been nothing short of a disgrace. An utter disgrace. And the problem I've got with these Icon SBCs, it was almost as if EA said, we don't want you to have Icon SBCs, so you're not having them. And then when we were like, actually, they do want them, you can have them on our terms. There are very few of these icons that are on this game that are cheaper than to buy them on the market. And that's ridiculous. You cannot tell people they've got to go and spend more on an Icon SBC than they would spend on that card tradable in the market. Now, the reason why some of that is explained is because there's so much fodder in the game at the moment. Loads of fodder makes them cheaper to do and stuff like that, but it's not an excuse. The icons that have been out so far, Varane's a decent card, Hernandez is okay, Bergkamp's okay. They're crap icons, they're not good icons. And it's EA's way of saying, well, look, we gave you Icon SBCs, but you didn't. You gave us Icon SBCs that you wanted. We are due to get more Icon SBCs, and I'm hoping they come out in the next 24, 48 hours, because that's just, they need to stop dragging their heels on this sort of content. EA just gets on with it. But these have been terrible. They've been absolutely terrible. League SBC wise, I'm happy. I've been happy with these League SBCs. You guys have seen me compete in Serie A and Libertadores recently. We're not far from the MLS. I'm hoping again next 24, 48 hours we start to see new League SBCs with the longer requirements, longer dates on them, requirements on them. 100k packs in the Serie A, I've got no qualms with. I think it's very good. But for me, Freezer's been a dub. It's been an absolute dub from start to finish. I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and so I will say GG to EA for it, because it's not often that people credit EA when they deserve credit, and I think they deserve credit this time. So I will say it, GG's to EA on that. But that's going to be the end of this video. Hopefully you guys are enjoying these midnight uploads, those of you that stay awake to watch them. It's just a bit more content. While I'm healthy and well, I want to get back to you guys with some content that you guys can watch. And yeah, just different types of content. It'll always be a trading channel mainly, and a grind channel. But videos like this, random pack openings every now and then, we'll stick them in at midnight, give you guys something to watch. Like I said, that is the end of the video. If you are new around here, make sure you subscribe down below and turn on your notifications. But for now, lads, I am out. Peace out. I'll speak to you soon.